Action.
So this is the Gerber FliK. This is the ballistic nylon case it comes in. Pretty sturdy. So the Gerber FliK is pretty compact, however, pretty heavy. There's a lot going on here. You push up on these two plastic tabs on both sides, and you get the closed plier view. As you push it open, here are 2 clicks on either side. Like you'd expect any multi-tool plier to look like. You've got the point itself and whatever ridge there is there, plus the wire cutters. And you'll notice that as you there is a gap that you can actually squeeze in. It doesn't actually go all the way back down. You'd actually have to push these buttons on either side of the multiplier for it to compress back to the original state in which it comes out of. Unlike a lot of the Gerber multi-tools, you'll notice that all the tools, instead of being on the inside folding out, see, there's nothing here, they are on the outside. So you don't have to open the multi-tool in order for you to pull out any other tools on one side, this side in particular. You just get a serrated blade, which not really certain what use I'll really have for this, other than perhaps shaving off magnesium and then lighting a spark. Other than that, on the opposite side of the side that has the serrated blade is a scissor. It's a pretty decent scissor. It's actually rated up to cutting a 150-pound test fishing line. But if you don't use it for that, I guess you can use it for coupons. And on the other side, you have a saw, which is actually why I bought this to begin with. This is going to be replacing a bigger knife that I would have used for a saw. And you notice that on both sides you have these locking mechanisms, and you'll have to pull back every time you open up any tool on the outside in order to fold it back in. So it does form a lock blade. On the opposite side, and you'll get your knife, which is by far the coolest looking knife that I've seen thus far on any Gerber tool, and it comes extremely sharp. Dare I say, it's almost a scalpel. And between each major function of the Gerber, this Gerber FliK, is 2 smaller tools, but it's both on both sides. And even to get these out of where they are right now, you'll have to pull back on the lock itself in order to get any of these out. So starting on this side, this is a can opener, bottle opener as well, works well. And the Phillips head screwdriver. On the opposite side, flathead screwdriver and bottle opener. And an even smaller flathead screwdriver. Overall, I find that the more major tools of this is actually more useful, aside from a bottle opener, which anybody can benefit from. But the major blades is actually why I bought this to begin with. This is replacing another Gerber unit, and overall it's pretty useful. A little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be, but all in all, it's pretty sturdy, and it's got a good locking mechanism. So I would give it 4 out of 5 stars, given that it is actually lacking more tools than the lighter version, previous versions of the Gerber multi-tool.